Welcome to our question and answer session. So this is going to be our first question and answer on this channel since we started. Okay, so if you're just joining, welcome. So there are some frequently asked questions about relationship, marriage. So we're going to be discussing that right about now. So welcome, and it's going to be an interactive session. So do well to drop your questions, your view about the question asked. So to start off, I'll be asking a question. Can you forgive cheating in a relationship or in your marriage? Like if you get to discover that your partner is having an affair with another person, will you be willing to forgive and proceed, forgive, forget, and you move on? Hear you in the comments, okay? So I'll be waiting for that. I saw a video whereby a lady was asking, like a gathering, a relationship gathering, whereby the lady was asking that how can she convince her husband to allow her keep her extra partner? How funny. Like seriously? Okay, she gave a backstory of she has been married for 15 years. And along the line, she found another person attractive, and then she has been with the person, and then her husband found out. Now she's asking for how to go about it to convince her husband to allow her keep the side man, or should I say side boy, or whatever it is, the extra man. And I love the response I was given. So you are trying to manipulate the man, not convince. And that's gonna be witchcraft in an advanced level. You took vows, in the presence of God and the presence of people, your family, your friends. Now you were caught having an extra affair, and then you're asking for how to convince the person you betrayed to still keep the one you betrayed him for. Is she making any sense? I want to hear your view in the comments. Maybe you can advise her. Okay, so I'll be moving on to another question now. So the next question is, okay, why does communication end up in arguments? Okay, so why does communication end in arguments? People in relationship, people in marriage can relate to this. If you're single, just be there and keep learning. Okay, so communication is you expressing yourself to a listener, which is supposed to be your partner. So when you want to express yourself, you want to express your feelings, I explained more about communication in my previous video. You can do well to check the channel for that. So when communication is supposed to happen between you and your partner, and your partner is just there listening, or let me say pretending to listen, only for you to and then you discover that what you have been saying was misunderstood. It has happened. Also, another thing is you're communicating and then you expect an explanation like, okay, you did this, I did not like it, it made me feel this way, it made me feel that way, and you're expecting an explanation from your partner why they did that. And then the next thing is just flare up. How can you say this is getting you all worked up? It's a simple communication that needs talk and response to show understanding. And if by adventure there is no understanding, then questions should be accommodated. So when you communicate and it ends up in argument, first thing you should consider is the manner of approach, the manner at which you are presenting the talk at that time. It should be considered. And then should I say, the present feeling of your partner. Did something happen that, like outside of the relationship, that is actually getting your partner worked up? Is your partner being stressed? You should study their mood before you embark on your discussion. It is very important. That will help know how to table the matter. And if you feel this is not a good time to talk, you can always talk some other time. Why not try and be an encourager at that moment and just lift them up? So communication ends in argument most times because the situation, the atmosphere can be a factor, if not well studied. Even though, as partners, should be able to communicate anytime. But then, what you want to talk about, if it can wait, hold on. Let the stress be eased out first. Yes, if the stress is eased out, then your partner can process the information you are trying to exchange at that moment. I hope that is settled. So I want to know in the comments, have you experienced argument, like you're only trying to be sincere with your communication, you're trying to talk, and then the next thing is your partner flares up because they misunderstood what you were trying to say? I want to know in the comments how you felt, or rather, I want to know, has it happened to you before? If that's a yes, then how did you feel and how did you settle? I want to know in the comments, and I'll be waiting for that. So, moving on to another question. Okay. How do you know if he is the right one? How do you know if the person you're with is the right one? First off, most relationship that ends in marriage starts from friendship. And peradventure, it starts from friendship. Like some people just tell you, okay, it was our parents that just fix things, and before you know it, we're married, and like that's different. First thing is, before you even go into a relationship that's going to lead into marriage, I think you need to pray. Yeah, you're supposed to pray, because you can't jump into the relationship and then when you are in, that's when you start praying if the person you are with is right or not. Why not pray before you jump, before you take the step? So it is very important that you pray, you seek the counsel of God concerning him before you proceed. And I want you to know also that it is not when it is time to choose a life partner that you start learning to hear from God. No. In your past decisions, you must have been making decisions previously before getting to this junction of choosing a life partner or accepting the proposal of a life partner. So there must be a pattern by which you identify that this is God talking to me. There must have been a way that you know that this is how God communicates with me. This is how I hear God. This is how I know that God is involved in what I am doing. So it is based on how God speaks to you. When it is now time for life partner decision, it's going to be in that line that God, that I believe that God will communicate with you. Okay. If you are troubled, consider your heart being troubled and you just need answers, you need some things to be sorted, and then you go into prayer, you pray. Now, there are times that while you are praying, you just feel ease, you feel peace, and then you know that yes, that matter is settled. While praying, you feel the ease, you feel peace, and then you just burst into praises, you are rejoicing, you are happy, you are glad. Now, that pattern must have been formed. You know that, okay, this is God speaking to me. This is God speaking to me. Or peradventure, while praying, even though you specify, okay, I just want to pray for 30 minutes, even at that 30 minutes, you still feel burdened. You just want to keep praying. And while you're still praying, maybe Bible verse drops in your heart, a particular story in the Bible drops in your heart. And when you check it, you discover that's the answer you are looking for. That is a pattern. In making decisions, once you pray, you feel peace. So when it is time for picking a life partner or a life partner decision, the same pattern, that's how you will get your answer. You need to list out names and then you take it to a prophet. Oh, prophet, help me check which one, who is the right person. That's wrong. You haven't been going to partner in your previous decision making. Prophet, sorry. You haven't been going to prophet to make decisions for you, to choose for you. Now, when it is the critical moment, that is when you decide to go to prophet to choose for you. You have to be careful. So how do you know if he's the right person for you? How do you feel when you think about him or when you are with him? Do you feel confused? Do you feel troubled? Do you feel disturbed when you think about him or when you pray about him? When you are with him, how do you feel? If you are confused and troubled, you have not reached your destination at all. You need to keep praying. if you are still troubled, then you know that that's not the way for you. Or some things need to be cleared first. But do you feel that peace? Do you feel that calmness when you just think about him or when you are with him? Do you have some values and you just observe and you're like, yes, the peace will just be there. That's one. So if the peace is not there, if the peace is not available, and in the absence of peace, it is trouble. So you need to be careful to be sure that is the one, your peace is important. Very, very important. So I want to know if you can share your experience. How did you know he's the right person? I want to hear your thoughts. And if you have another opinion to what I am saying, you can drop your thoughts in the comment as well. I will be waiting. So, moving on to the next question. Okay. So, guys, I want to quickly throw a short yes or no question. So, I'll be willing and ready to read your answers in the comments. So, something very, very controversial. Is it right for you to check your partner's phone? I want to know. Is it right or is it wrong to check your partner's phone? So I'll be answering that. So I want to hear your answers too. So my own answer is I have nothing to hide. My partner has nothing to hide. So there is nothing wrong for me. I don't know about you, but for me, there's nothing wrong about checking my partner's phone. I can't even suspect what. Okay, let me say this. In marriage, I believe there should be transparency, 100% about everything. That's my belief. Your choice, let me know in the comments, but I'm talking about myself. There should be transparency. If I'm getting a new phone today, as I'm setting it up, installing my fingerprints, where I think the fingerprint might take like 5 terabytes or so. I'm installing 1, 2, and you see 3 and 4 belongs to my husband. 2 fingers, my husband installing 2 fingers. No issues. And you know what? When he got his new phone, installing his finger was carrying my finger to install as well. Nothing to hide. So I pick his phone. He will not even ask me, why are you holding my phone? When it is that sometimes will be like, unlock for me, unlock the phone for me, because it has my fingerprint. At times, please, my finger is wet at this time and in summer, please unlock for me. So you have nothing to hide. There's nothing wrong in checking in having access, let me put it that, in having access to your partner's phone. What are you even, it's when you don't trust your partner, that's when you'll be on the look to, oh, let me quickly check his message. Maybe there's something. Oh, let me quickly log into his Facebook page. Let me see what he has been up to. Let me quickly check his WhatsApp chats. For what? When at times self will be like, come and see what this person is saying now. Or even tell me to Help him reply. Okay, say this. I'll type the response and say, so marriage should be open. You should be open to yourself. 100%. That's my take. So there's nothing wrong in having access to your partner's phone. I want to hear your view in the comments. Is it okay to have access to your partner's phone? I want to check this table as well. Some people say it is in the blood or it is in the gene of men to have extra affairs. I don't know the type of men that have that gene. But if you believe that your husband or your partner to be does not belong to that category of men, then good for you. As Christian, it should not be a thing of arguments that, oh, this person is going to end up cheating, or this person is going to end up having extramarital affairs. You shouldn't even put it as your expectations in marriage. It should not be part of your expectation. Why should you be waiting and expecting that your partner is going to be a cheat or your partner is going to cheat on you? It should not be. But that is like the lies that is being spread in the heart of this generation. Yes, tell you, oh, and that's where the issue of checking phone or having access to phone. Oh, don't check your husband's phone if you don't want your heart to break, because you might end up seeing things you're not supposed to see. You might end up seeing charts, you might end up seeing things. Why? It shouldn't be. It should not even be part of your list for marriage. So I want to know your thoughts in the comments. So, okay, I want to ask this as well. Will you prefer a joint account or you prefer a separate account? Yes, that's quite controversial because it's a money talk. Yeah. So if you are joint account, I want you to write joint account and put a thumbs up. If you are team separate account, put separate account and put a thumbs up. I will be checking out. I'll be checking it out. I'll be looking at that. So I want to know me and for me. I always say for me, it is mixed. We both keep our separate accounts and then we have a joint account. That's for me. That seems like the best. That's why I said for me. Seems like the best. That's just it for me. Okay. So I'll be leaving out this question without answering. What do you say to money before marriage or marriage before money? Yes, you should let me know your view on that. Should the money be so much before marriage or marriage should come before the money? I want to hear your view in the comments. So before I go, I want you to know that don't ignore the red flags because you want to be in a relationship.